No. Wow, man, that was a long nap about a week or so ago. Wet Noodle has not been getting any business for the past 7 days, and
Hello, where are my strawberries? Hello.
Polly just keeps asking for strawberries, and I'm like, if I owned a strawberry farm, we'd have plenty of them. But the only fruit we have is when we're making some fruit salad. And unfortunately, we don't have any strawberries for the fruit salad. All we've got is sugar and blueberries.
Polly wants strawberries.
I said my eyes have been, I can't even see now because my eyes have been pegged out by Polly. So I don't even know if I could be a witness now. But hey, do what you need to do, people. We're going to start with the trial. And hopefully it goes well because Polly's an asshole.
Polly will kill you.
Hello, screw you. Hello.
Well, it's 10 a.m. Holy crap.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Hi, oatmeal guy. Don't you look like the oatmeal guy? Very well. Apparently, the prosecutor is also ready.
Who is the judge here, anyway?
On Karma, your opening statement.
I would like to be referred to as the Quaker Oats Man. I'm waiting.
Very well. No opening statements. So.
Not so fast, Kaiba. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right. Of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order!
What the fuck has the trial ended that long?
I've set records. You have no idea how long the trials lasted. The shortest it's been was 30 seconds.
I'm sure he has that in the bedroom too.
It was the best 3 minutes of her life.
I doubt that.
Damn.
Mr. Von Karma,
God
what is
damn
the
it.
meaning of your statement just now?
Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gold Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. No. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right.
He said schoolhouse master everyone hates.
Yeah,
Chester!
no kidding. What
You're
the fuck?
You're lucky
Sorry.
You're lucky I don't have a whip.
The witness will state his name.
But you see? Well, I'm not really sure. Yep.
What do you mean?
My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Hmm.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness?
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I read boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I would like to begin the cross-examination.
No.
I gotta go get the cat out of the bedroom. Hold on.
Okay. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for a cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Oh.
We could just wait for the 3 minutes pass. The 3 minutes have already passed. Yay, we won.
Here, I haven't got up yet. Hold on. Yes. Mr. Wright.
Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Oh. Didn't mean to get out of that. Hold on, we're just gonna wait a bit.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me check to see what the lounge chat.
Sylph just said they're BRB.
Ah, gotcha.
It's a little too much.
You alright over there?
Oh, yeah.
Cat was being a
Okay.
brat. Very well. You may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma.
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's take our time.
Yeah, right.
You may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, that's what you get for being so cocky about your time. Dumbass.
I wanted to try to do that scream a lot better, but, you know, that's... When those screams come unexpected, you're just like, oh, you can't prepare for it. If everything
Just
was like...
Just make it sound like Dio's Ree from, like,
No.
Eyes of Heaven or some shit.
No. Von Karma can't be like Dio. It's like that. It almost sounds like like if Barney like grew some balls or something. Anyway.
Barney the Murder Dinosaur.
Here's what we did today.
I'll take this grenade and shove it up your ass.
That's Goofy.
He's a little bit. He's going crazy, therefore he thinks he's goofy.
Just Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Yep.
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Right. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. Is there anyone who could verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. But she pecked my eyes out, so I don't think there's gonna be any luck for that. I don't know where she is. That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
Hey, parrot.
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. And where did the bangs seem to come from? Bang! From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yeah. Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Yeah. Tch. I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. That Edgeworth boy. Blah!
This sounds like an decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk.
Nick, the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick or this trial's gonna be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. No. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
You have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty.
Motherfucking shit.
That was perfect, Soph. You could not have planned that any better.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at the higher court within a month from today.
Jeez, only a month?
That's all. This court is adjourned.
Imagine waiting in that detention cell for an entire month waiting for your sentence. Well, I guess that means we're gonna have to start over.
Oh no.
Wait!
Who was...
Me! Huh?
Huh?
What? Larry!
Fucking Larry! Who... What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remember what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Vaughn Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court.
And it won't be the last.
I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Like, people just willy-nilly just come out of this courtroom like, I have evidence. What? Deus Ex Machina, what?
This is not like fucking Mary Payson.
Yeah,
Mary
yes.
Payson.
Holy crap. What the fuck?
What?
Judge, you have already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick! This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Oh,
Mr.
Lordy.
Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Apparently Chester wants to testify.
Well, don't put it past this game.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it would be our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Yay.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify.
You order me?
Now!
Here we go.
What?
The court will adjourn for 5 minutes. A 5-minute recess.
Wow, we could just stay here in the gallery. We don't even need to go outside if it's only 5 minutes.
After that, we will hear from this new witness. Court is adjourned. God help us.
Yeah, God help us.
Well, we only got 5 minutes. We gotta invite him to the poker thing now. Okay, go ahead and ask him. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Get it? Edge. Your name is Edgeworth. Edge of your seat. No? Of course. You never get my jokes. You never did.
Oh, I get them. It's just I'd rather not acknowledge that. And I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night?
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth.
What could you possibly want, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, the SpongeBob and Squidward Employee of the Month episode as Ace Attorney edition.
Huh? You say something right.
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went to a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
When you're in a state of shock like that, you don't need a reason. Like, I think any one of us would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Just to see if it was real, because it didn't. It was like, oh wait, did this actually happen? Oh shit, this is actually here.
Yeah, like a lot of times, like the instinct is like to pick up something. Like, wait, did this just go off? Did this really happen? Like, people don't understand. Like, it's like, because I've seen people like Edgeworth was such a fool to picking up a gun just because. But it's like, you get in a situation where you think somebody just just shot a gun and then it fell out of a boat, and you're trying to piece two and two together. Like, wait, did this gun just kill that man without even realizing it?
Here's one thing that I don't get is that wouldn't there be residue left over if it, like on his hands, if he Did it? Like, didn't they test
Yeah.
for that?
They didn't, because again, it's Von Karma.
Uh,
Purposely
Right.
didn't. Purposely
sorry.
didn't. Yeah, purposely was like, yeah, we're not going to bring that up. Why even bother? It's a guilty verdict all the way. Yeah,
this might be our chance.
our chance.
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect
No.
trials.
Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely... oh, sorry, let me do that. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. Not 10 minutes trial. No, not 10 minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Moo.
I was just about to do
Me
that.
too.
Hey, it was 15 It was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Imagine that's like losing to a Karibo in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I have gone undefeated in duel monsters. I summoned Karibo. What the fuck?
Especially when you use like the card that like multiplies it.
Oh yeah, when Yugi cheated.
Bruh.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court above everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Well, Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth isn't right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusual, vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Look,
He's too much of a wild card.
he's like, that's like when you have an ace and a 2 in your hand, and you're playing Texas Hold'em, and you're like, oh my god, I have a 2 pair, but they might have a 2 pair because they just went all in, or they might have something higher, and the 2 in your hand is the wild card. It's like, oh please, Larry, make sure this 2 pair works.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright.
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something? Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was you looking for?
What was you looking for?
What was you look?
I don't know why did it sound like almost like the whole "what you talking about" Willis joke.
Sorry. What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Oh, wait. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah.
You're not sure.
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. And even then, in 2016, they'll probably use their phone, too. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real
Sit down,
foggy
Chess.
that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
God damn it!
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Eh?
Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order, order, and stop that booing.
People were booing?
People were, yeah, I was about to say, it's like, oh, you were listening to something, boo!
It's like they wanted to start a
Mr.
riot.
You were listening to radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Pancoma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Mr. Wright, should he continue his testimony?
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. blah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. See, why do you think I dated Edgy instead of Larry? Out of the three of us, why do you think I picked Edge? It's lonely.
You just want to
being-
like to live life on the edge.
Yes, that too. It's lonely. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So, you turned on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone! I shouldn't have said anything.
Can I say this going forward? I hate Larry.
He's
Is
the-
he what? Are you saying he's like a total simp?
Well, no, he's like the
He's an
Kevin
idiot.
of this. He's the Kevin of this franchise.
The Kevin who actually gets dates.
And then they all dump him. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Real booming loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good can knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I think I know where this is going.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Self knows
I'll
what's
allow,
coming.
I'll allow the questioning only to if you see the reason why we should care.
Self knows what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go check on my clothes.
All right. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, hmm?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butt, please testify to the court. Oh, my fucking head. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? God help us.
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Oh.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Whoa, the
Yeah!
line.
Boom! Yeah, checkmate. Did you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yeah.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact.
Let's see what the time on the photo taken when the gun triggered this part camera. 12:25. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What?
This is Larry, come on. Well, Mr. Wright. What do you think about Mr. Butt claims he heard a gunshot before midnight?
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Look at this photograph.
Oh shit.
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m.
Whoa? But there's nothing on the plate in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Ah,
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does this leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yeah. Yes.
No, no, no. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, they're still turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noises at it was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it. I have it.
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course, I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. No, no, no. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any possibility.
Yes, But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 after midnight.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murder event.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Ah, again you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way, he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
And who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then...
Stupid phone. Sorry.
The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before! The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hello.
Mr. Edgeworth? You've heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask you that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Bye-bye. Oh my god, now I'm just picturing him on a broom just
So
flying
long,
away.
suckers.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
Well, apparently I saw him on a broom that looked like a noodle just flying away. He twitched his nose like the Bewitched character that Nicole Kidman played in that one movie.
I was thinking more of like a giant fork with like a meatball at the end of it, and like on the fork part, and like noodles in between the prongs.
And it's like the ending of Grease, where he just waves bye to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh god, and he's like the freaking messenger of the flying spaghetti monster too.
But
Flying spaghetti monster first prophet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, flying
Yes.
spaghetti, flying spaghetti monster, why have you forsaken me? I knew Polly would betray me. I told the other birds. I told it was going to be Polly that would betray me to the court.
screw you, old man.
Screw you, old man.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood?
Bleh.
One more thing. Just who is that bookshop caretaker?
I'm a pasta prophet.
I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is.
Archie sells pasta. Right.
Very well. Court adjourned.
He makes better
I
pasta
will
than
find you,
Gordon.
and I will kill you.
He makes better pasta than Gordon Ramsay. God,
Plot twist. Von Karma is the son.
Oh God! I now anoint you my son, Von Karma. Yes, my lord.
Yay, Nick, you did it.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? There was something else. Oh, that was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our client.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Gasp. Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
Edgeworth smile? There's no such thing.
Even when we got the puppy, he didn't smile.
Yeah, oh my God. He glared at the puppy for 2 hours. And he just, at the one moment, he's like, I don't like you.
Right. He went into my room, my special sanctuary, and looked me in the eyes as he squatted down and pissed on my rug. Do you know where I got that rug from? It was a custom from a flea market. Cost me a pretty penny.
Wait a minute, you're rich. Why are you going to a flea market?
Because that's where the good artists oh, fucking hell. That's where the good artists go to.
Wow, I didn't realize you were that progressive, Miles, for somebody that's a fucking prosecutor and is so rich.
I like to save a penny.
I like to say, Secret Sanctuary. What are you, Helga from Hey Arnold, too?
Oh no, God.
Oh my God, why did you create a gumhead version of me, Miles?
Oh,
And why are you
if
making
anything,
out
it's
with
like
it?
Body pillow of the Steel Samurai.
Miles, are you cheating on me with your Steel Samurai body pillow?
No, right.
No, I'm
It's
practicing.
just for my bad posture.
Ah, I get it. Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
You like dick. We know that already. Come on.
I mean, we were married for a long...
If you missed that one, you mustn't have been paying attention to the way I act and the way I dress.
Yeah, I mean, we
But that's
were married...
besides the point.
We were married for 6 years. I mean, that should have been obvious to anybody. What is this about,
No.
Edgeworth?
No, he secretly pot sucked.
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
A murder, 6 finger to the mouth, like Dr. Evil.
Now, you see,
A murder?
Murder.
What's wrong, buddy?
Or as we say in New Jersey, moida. Now, the one thing
Wait,
that
now I'm remembering that moment from Adventure Time, where they're investigating Ghost Princess.
never saw Adventure Time.
Oh man, that one was actually really sad.
Yeah, from what I
It was-
understand from people said at the ending, they did not. They thought it was way too sad.
Oh, like the Ghost Princess arc?
Yeah.
You can tell me. I don't care.
Alright, so Ghost Princess was originally a warrior who was fighting in a war against this other guy, a ghost that she like met in the afterlife. Like they both met again as ghosts, but they couldn't remember each other.
Yeah.
He stabbed her and killed her in war. She died, she forgot everything, and the way he died, this guy was voiced by Benson's voice actor. You know, Benson from regular show.
I've never seen it.
He's like the human gumball machine.
Okay.
Right, so the guy who loved
Basically-
Ghost Princess fell into a deep depression, and he died from eating too much. Man, what the heck's this stuff? Like cheese sauce. He exploded.
Jesus.
And then he and Ghost Princess, like, moved on.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's funny. What's the buddy?
Okay. Do we move on or do we stop?
We can go on.
All right.
I just gotta fix my fan because it's making a rumbly noise.
All right.
So,
Well,
so that's what was the hitting noise.
I didn't even hear anything.
I didn't hear anything either.
Alright.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
Now I hear it, now that you moved it.
Oh, sorry about that. I hope it wasn't too much of a distraction.
Nah.
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Murder.
Moida.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes
Maybe he
someone's
blames.
life.
Maybe he blames himself for his father's.
You know, Gil can last you 15 years.
Yeah.
And to think, like, tomorrow is actually, well, in the timeline for this, tomorrow is actually the deadline for solving that case.
Jeez.
Yo, how's everyone doing?
Can I slap Larry?
Wow, Circus just smacked the shit out of me.
Get out of here, Larry, before I kill you.
Fine, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna become a stand-up comedian. And a year from now, I'm gonna talk about this for like the entire hour.
Dude, go run your freaking hot dog stand.
And then you know what I'm gonna do after that? When my best friend wins the Mark Twain Award, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna talk about how bad you suck and how Phoenix's office sucks, and I'm gonna rant about it the entire time and not even talk about my best friend.
Is that it, Larry?
Yeah, pretty much. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya?
Yo, she's 16.
What do you... Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh?
You're
Me?
going to jail, Larry.
Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. No, look, I even regretted even taking you to our junior prom. That was a mistake on my end. I didn't even get you back in the limo afterwards. I just left you at the prom. I was like, screw it, I'm done. And then I saw Edgeworth just walking home, and then I opened the limo door for him, and that's when we held hands for the first time.
No. Kill is all this time.
Oh, Nick and Miles dancing to that song under the moonlight. I just created fan fiction.
Dude, I was watching fucking Beauty and the Beast yesterday, so
Oh
that just
God!
popped in my head.
No, you know who sings the song? Gumshoe. Someone give me the. Someone give
one hell of a fan fiction.
Somebody give me the lyrics, and I'll try to sing it like Gumshoe later on.
Tell is all
Got
the
it, Chief.
time, true as
Hey,
it can be.
Well, except the Beauty and the Beast, I'm gonna call it Phoenix and the Miles.
Oh God. Phoenix and Larry.
Well, no, I kicked Larry out, and then Miles is in the limo.
Yeah, but I'm trying to imagine that situation with Larry.
No, Larry
Oh,
is
God, what the hell?
Larry is Gaston in this situation.
Oh,
No,
just not as muscular.
I will
What the hell
have
did
Nick.
you do?
I will have Nick as my partner.
I don't know what's crazier, this one or the other one, the Beauty and the Bitch.
Oh God, I haven't done that one in a
with the
long
Chris
time.
Hansen shit. Phil says someone made fan art based on Phoenix Wright of Beauty and the Beast, but mine was Belle.
Of course, because they don't have because they had to do a hetero fan fiction.
Oh. That's it. We need to bring this to the show Friday.
Well, we will. I think you could do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Okay, you entitled brat.
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
Oh God. Still found Ace Attorney fan.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we have to look at this
Lord.
later. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he needs me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Ugh. Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk-ass, don't you think?
A jerk
I
ass.
said that for
that.
reference.
I like that jerk ass. What a jerk ass. You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. What was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Larry smoked too much weed.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Oh gosh.
You remember, Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade? The kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money from lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Beef, give the money back. You're such a meanie. Just admit you did it and can't hide the truth. Tell us the blah, blah, blah. And now borrowing my eraser. He shouldn't be allowed in the relay lace or on the library committee. Give me my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. As I'm saying this, I'm pointing my finger at my computer.
Oof.
Like the computer did nothing wrong. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
Objection. He shouldn't have to apologize. Oh gosh. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Everything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles.
Yeah, look at me. I got a cool bow tie. Or was it you who stole my money? Was it?
No.
Get away from my cupcake, you little bastard. Then you shouldn't apologize.
I like how a kid just sneaks up on his desk trying to steal his cupcake like, you touch that, you die. Anyway, back to my court.
Just random cat shows up.
You touched that,
Everyone's
you die.
been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah.
He did it. He's the one.
need
Why y'all just shut up? Look at me. I got a... am I even wearing any pants?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very short, probably.
Okay, because I was about
Yep,
to say,
sure.
like, why are you putting a Band-Aid on your pants? It's like, hey, it's the new fashion statement. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Aw.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Yeah, he's a big butt.
Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. I don't know why I have an accent now.
Too
Then,
much helium.
I sound like one of the Golden Girls. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. Not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I even tried Tinder
I
and
guess
it didn't work.
he didn't want to see his old friends.
Couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why you had to become a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! Nick! I imagine he's giving him like a big old hug with tears like going down his suit. Like, oh my god, this is
Big
not
old
Niagara.
hug.
Yes, this is not Niagara Falls, Larry.
We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for
What
poo.
he is?
Well, you know, am I human? Am I an alien? I don't even know. I could be a Klingon for all I know.
Oh gosh, he's a synth.
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, huh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that? No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Yahoo!
Detective Gumshoe sure is. So today?
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in there for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway,
Ow.
I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh. The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Oh, you know, best friends in jail. The trial's not going to be till tomorrow. I'll just take the day off.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I feel like this is a Scooby-Doo case waiting to happen.
Oh no.
He's back. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello! What might you be doing here?
He's
After a
now
walk.
he's British now, huh? you went from Southern to British pretty quickly.
This guy
Damn,
can't
that
pick up this
escalated quickly.
wherever he's from.
I think it's the mustache. It's the mustache talking for him.
Well, I can't
Oh
remember.
yes, his
my
his mustache Reginald.
Reginald.
These days are my youth. Like I said, fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg. This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edwards' trial ends tomorrow.
That's true, yes. But for now, what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Santa was gone like 3 days ago, sir. Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Bye. Thanks.
What do
This
you
is going to be a recurring thing with this
think,
character who can't remember his fucking accent.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Who cares? Well, let's see if we could steal any pasta ingredients while we're here.
Can we still Polly?
Yeah, I mean,
Not
they
in
just.
my watch, huh?
She might start pecking at us.
Yeah, well, I
Give
still.
me berries.
I, I don't even have. I ran out of the blue kind. I don't even have the straw kind. You want the crayon kind? Those cost extra.
Give me strawberries or I'll peck your eyes out, huh?
You already did twice.
Nobody's home.
Hello. Hello. Huh?
Hey, it's Polly. There's something about Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello. Hello. Huh?
I can't believe he'd run away and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Well, I mean, when I'm charged for murder, I mean, listen, I tried to make her fly. I was like, fly, Polly, fly. Take us all the way to Mexico. And she wasn't having it.
Or she could have been like, my wings are clipped, motherfucker.
Where's my strawberries?
Huh? Wings not strong, bitch. Huh?
I was just referencing that scene. You remember that old comedy show called like Mind of Mencia, where he went to the pet shop?
Oh,
There was
I can't remember.
he was trying to get the. It was this segment where he goes to the pet shop and he was thinking telling the birds to like fly out of the pet shop. One of the birds says, "My wings are clipped, motherfucker."
Dude, that fucking guy has been canceled left and right.
This was
Wings
from-
are clipped,
this was from the
motherfucker.
show.
Huh?
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. Huh?
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Ah. But hey. He keeps it locked, right? So it must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick. Let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Ah, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Well, Polly, bye. We're gonna go see, I'm gonna go see my ex.
Kiss my ass.
Sorry, very far away, can't hear you.
You're a bitch.
Okay, okay, Polly turned into a duck. You look you look as grim as always.
Sorry, I had to BRB for a sec.
That's fine.
I took out
Mr.
Ollie.
Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial. What do you mean?
Well, we'll talk about that in another game.
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money. Oh. Oh, right, yes. I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Hell, it fucking happened 20 years ago.
Bruh? Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault, even.
Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
And I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you'd look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to the lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
He's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things.
Yeah, no
In
shit.
court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unresolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, It's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge on me.
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it.
Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life.
2 men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammonds.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi.
The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said. Quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen.
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh. Isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right.
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I don't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. Oh, come on. We had this thing, this flashback like 2 times already.
Alright.
I know, right?
There you go.
Thank you. I think
Just in case you forgot.
I think the time has come to tell all.
Remember, this is supposed to be done like it's an episodic series that goes on weekly. So it's like, just in case you forgot what happened last week, here's a flashback.
You mean like a recap, kinda?
Yeah. Instead of doing a previously on Ace Attorney. And now the conclusion.
For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Oh, gosh.
Okay, we just did this. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air.
No, father.
What the hell? Why does his mind sound like the demon?
He's talking, father.
I'm sorry you did that.
It sounds like at the time he was like making a pact with a demon.
So, this court bailiff has chosen death. He has touched my father.
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away.
I'm gonna do the normal one. Get away from my father!
Bang. Blah!
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
It's a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about that letter... Oh, sorry. If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean?
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. I almost said fought. Oops.
You fought your father. Wait a minute, Edgeworth, you fought your father for what? This is bad.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Oh no.
Yep, so you better get an you better get an accent ready, Circus. Mr. Grossberg.
Well, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! Can't believe you're not.
My.
You turn into Mae West.
Just calm down and tell me what's happened. I told you the son of a bitch can't remember his accent.
It's the Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. So, dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well,
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep that he wants to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
no! I don't believe it.
Yogi was quite suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was incredibly wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Was his last chance, of course, with the solution of limitations so close that sorry.
I think your accents are jumbling up your words now. What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds tried, but it's true. Well, he may have one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Maya Fey.
Mia. Difference
Mia.
in sisters.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproval of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme at forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result is he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yeah. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth's ghost must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
Grossberg sounds like the fish and chips man now.
Oh,
It's the unexpected, Monji. Let's remember, this guy don't know his own accent. That's why I'm doing it 500 ways right now. but possibly not none less.
Just imagining like just a bunch of ghosts queued up behind him, ready to like take over and change the accent.
That's what's
I
up
guess
here.
with all your other characters that you played from the other Ace Attorney games, I guess they're all manifesting inside this man.
Oh ho! Is this the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hamnon.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for fair sake, but his own.
Huh? His own sake.
He never trusted his clients that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
Oh gosh, he's a toad now.
What'd you say?
What the hell is this now? Now he's one of the toads from Mario now? But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh.
You'll understand soon enough. Wait,
What is it?
this letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Could it be Magfred von Karma?
Von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. What? You're right, my boy. This Von Karma handwriting, I'm sure of this. I used to see it all the time on the court reports.
What? What that means? The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was?
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
It's truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth was accidentally killed his own father. As you say, as much tomorrow in court, I should say, like, press the point until, like, court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no.
And he's a valley
But
girl now.
How could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That's what I do not know. Yet, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. Like, he may be seeking satisfaction.
He may be seeking
Satisfaction.
satisfaction.
A
you
completely
say.
different
Yeah,
sentence.
it's like
Holy fuck.
I only want the complete the perfect satisfaction.
You want the enlargement,
You
you
try
get
to do a
the
Valley Girl
enlargement.
accent and tell me how easy it is when you have to read it. And try
You,
to
you wanted the enlargement? You've got the enlargement.
A grudge against Gregory, Edward by having his son
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in the court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscathed.
Unscarred.
Here we go
Shush.
again.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got guilty verdict. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Miss Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was only one penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to this perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes! An unusual event for the man. That was the first time and the last vacation taken in this many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
No, why would I waste my time going to Bora Bora?
Like, go to the sea or to the mountains?
Really, why would I waste my time on a beach where it's all sandy and you have to wear sunscreen all the time? It's completely pointless. And why do people want to trek up some fucking mountains? I mean, do something else with your time.
The view, dude, the view.
Go drink a beer at the lodge or something.
Don't tell me he's never been to Europe?
Well, I have many times, but that was before I was a prosecutor. I did all my traveling as a kid. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
Any case, that's when the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
We can get manslaughter. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright. If you say, I suppose I can go check again. The police files might have something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Well, bye, confusing man.
Thank you. That was a pain in my ass.
One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
God damn
Oh.
itself, you're making me hungry.
Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually. Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry! Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases?
Nick! The file for DL6 is completely empty!
What? What are you doing in here?
Good lord! His face is like that! He looks like a fucking crypt keeper!
Oh, or an Undertaker!
Rest
I see him!
Front-facing Von Karma isn't real. He can't hurt you.
He's
Front-facing Von
real!
Karma.
Von Karma!
You.
I just look upon
Damn it,
them.
Phil's not that mean. He almost looks like a fucking skeleton himself.
Haunted Mansion.
How do you know my
Oh, no.
name?
Are you talking about like the butler guy
Yes!
from the movie?
Yes!
Ah, fuck. Here we go. Oh, shit. Here we go again, Phil. Or Circus. You know who you are. Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
Jesus.
I could see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
The dude's creepy as fuck.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
No, you admit! You wrote Mr. Yogi that letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What?
What is that thing?
A stun gun. for self-defense, usually. Indeed.
You son of a bitch!
600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter. No! Whoa! What are you... Maya! Out of my way.
Warning for people who have disorders that can't stand this flash of shit.
I was merely
Epilepsy
defending myself.
warning.
I was merely defending myself, Your Honor. Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya.
That letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
Woo! Things got crazy.
And they're about to get even more wild.
But we gotta wait till next week, right?
Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be the ending of this case. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if we can catch Pasta Man. If we can get Pasta Man back, then we could finally put him under.
Yeah.
And then we have to also stop Miles from confessing. It's like, Miles, don't you dare, don't you dare. Why are you doing this to yourself? You're scot-free. You're almost getting a not guilty verdict. Don't fuck this up even more.
I just pray fucking make up accident man and don't come back.
Here, Pasta Man will give you some of the best bolognese sauce ever. You can just eat that and then just go about your business. Well, anyway, we're gonna be on Friday for pre-April Fool's Day.
Tell the audience what we're talking about.
Amy Schumer, the biggest fool of all.
Yeah.
And one of the worst.
Those fools are supposed to be funny.
But not her. Especially not this particular special that she did back in 2017. It's considered to be one of the worst stand-up specials ever recorded. And this was at a time when she was just picture Amy Schumer saying these jokes and be like, what the hell? Anyway, so yeah, we got that. And then all of next week I'm off from work for a staycay, so I may talk about that more on Friday, but we'll see. And then, yeah. So
we gotta talk about our Beauty and the Beast fiction over here.
Oh yeah, that too. So we can talk about that as well. We can talk about all this shit. So yeah, we'll catch you all on Friday, everybody, and next week for more Ace Attorney. Until then, good night, everybody.